up, Pride? It's your boy Amari, back again with another reaction video. Today we are getting into the live performance version of House of Cards. I am super excited to get into this video. I would have released this video already, but I've spent the past few days messing with my audio. Hopefully it sounds way better than the last video that I released. If it doesn't, then your ears are broken, because like literally I spent days on this. So tell me it sounds great in the comment section down below. I say that, but I don't actually know that this video is going to be able to go up on YouTube. I'm hoping that it can, because you guys seem to really like the audio version that I reacted to, and everyone was telling me to react to the live version, which I was planning to do anyway, which you would have known if you stayed for the outro, but whatever. But if this can't make it on YouTube, shout out to my patrons. I love you guys. I appreciate your guys' support for sure. But if this is on YouTube, definitely make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, because we're about to get into this. I love this song so much. If I told you how many times I've listened to this song since reacting to this video, you would think I was lying. Like I cannot overstate how much I love this song. This is a whole bop and a half. So yes, a bop and a half. So we're gonna get into this video. Thank you guys for being here, and I'm gonna see all you guys on the other side. I find it so interesting when artists, when they go on the road, when they go on tour, when they recompose songs for like the live performance. I find it super interesting, whether it be the vocal melodies, the runs, the actual composition of the song. Yeah, I like it a lot. And obviously they've added some keyboard section to the intro, and so far I'm liking it a lot. And the song is so emotive and so emotional that it's hard to imagine they can pack more emotion into it, but this does that, and it gives it a different vibe. So I think that's really cool, especially because with how passionate Army are. Like, when we go to the show, we're gonna know every single note of every single song already, so we're gonna notice small things like this. I don't know that this is a small compositional difference. I think that this is like a big difference, but even if it was a small difference, I have faith in us as a collective to notice things like that.
더 위태로워 더 위험해 So bad 우린 yeah 더 버티기도 지탱하기도 So hard 안돼 이미 알고 있어도 멈출 수가 없었어 No way no way no way 쓰러져 시간이 지나갈수록.
The way that they're singing this, I'm trying to figure out a way to word this that like people won't misunderstand, but this is the internet, so somebody's gonna get offended just because they want to be. The way that they're singing this is painful, not from a listening standpoint. Well, also from a listening standpoint, I guess if you're an empath, like who just feels a lot of emotion in things just innately, it might be painful because you might be feeling that pain, but painful in the way that they sound in, like, not like their throat, their heart sounds in pain. I'm wording this horribly. I'm going to get chewed up in the comments. My point is that they are doing such a great job at communicating the pain of this song from the first note. Because I've now heard all four of them sing just off rip, and all of them sound in pain. They sound heartbroken. They sound distraught. They sound upset. And that's what this song is supposed to make you feel. And so I like that. I like that it is uncomfortable in a way to hear them so uncomfortable. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. It makes sense to my brain, so we're going to continue. But basically what I'm trying to say is they're doing a good job communicating the emotion of the lyrics.
가져가기만 해 No way 또 무너지는 걸 같은 멜로디 계속해서 우린 끝이 보인대도 곧 쓰러진대도 같은 멜로디 바보같이 우린 어떤 꿈이라도 이대로 조금
Okay, that section is way more pronounced in the live than it is in the studio version. They have some like type of high pass filter on him or something that causes him to sound very distant and in the background very much like ambient in the mix of the actual audio version. But here he just obviously he sounds like him. He's singing that. I don't know if the plan was to have that be a backing vocal section and he just sung over it because he loves it, as he should, because it's great. But yeah, he is way more present in that section, and I love it because I love that section. That I don't know that that's my favorite part of the song. It's really hard to pick a favorite part of this song. I guess the ending when they're all singing together is probably my favorite part of the song, but I really love this part of the song. So good. But also like BTS's bridges are next level. Next level. They really are. So not surprising, but also still noteworthy.
내일이란 게 없듯이 자음이란 건 없듯이 지금 내게 눈앞에 너를 뺀 모든 게 지독히 캄캄한 어둠이지 이뻐라처럼 말해 우린 결국엔 안돼 그래도 난 계속 바래 마지막도 너와 함께라면
I'm gonna go back because I stopped on a very important note, so I want to hear that. But I stopped right there because the harmonies between those two are godly. Like, come on now, like y'all know how I feel about their voices, but like, come on now. Like, what are we really talking about here? Like, does it get better than that? Does it get better than that? They sound so good together. The pairing of their voices is, well, iconic, obviously, but just like from a musical standpoint, even if you didn't know who they are, even if you didn't know all of the things that they have done, they just sound so good together. Their voices fit together like puzzle pieces.
그래도 난 계속 바래 마지막도 너와 함께라면 I'm okay We are going 있어도 멈출 수가 없었어 No way, no way, no way 쓰러져 시간이 지나갈수록 더 망가져 가기만 해 No way, no way 또 무너지는 것만 같은 멜로디 계속해서 우린 끝이 보인대도 곧 쓰러진대도 같은 멜로디 바보같이 우리 어떤 꿈이라도 이대로 조금씩 시간이 slow down 조금만 더 머물러줘 Please baby calm down 조금만 더 So bad, so bad.
Yes. The best part of having this new mic is I get to do this ASMR shit in your ear. So yeah, lots of that going on. But yes. I personally really love when baritones do highs. I just love it. When people with naturally higher chest voices sing highs, it does not sound the same as when people with naturally lower chest voices, or if you don't know what a chest voice is, like your normal speaking voice, your everyday talking voice, your quote unquote average range. But when people with lower chest voices do highs, it sounds different. If you don't get what I'm talking about, I don't have a better way to explain it. But it sounds different. It has a different color to it. It has a different feel, a different flair to it. And yeah, I like Tay's highs. It's really noticeable in that moment because it's right after the highs from cute Jimmy. Jimin's natural singing voice, his natural speaking voice, is obviously much higher than Tay's. That's not a newsflash to anyone with ears, but the distinction in their highs is very present in that moment, and it sounds good, and it's more noticeable in the live than in the studio version because as the nature of studio recordings, there's a lot of other vocal effects on their voice in the song, and there's a lot of other things happening that don't make it as clear. But in the live version, it's much easier to tell, especially because they're singing just like raw, like it's them. It's so clear, and the way that they have engineered the entire setup of the concert. I don't know which tour this is. I don't know where in the concert this is. I don't know if it sounds like this the rest of the show. But for this particular song, the way they have it, they're so far out in front of the mix of the instruments that all of the stuff that they're doing vocally is super, super clear. And I dig it. I dig it. There are little nuances in their voices, like what I'm talking about now, that are much more evident in this version than would even be possible in a studio version, if that makes sense. I know that sounds weird because you're like, wait, but in a live version, there's all the instruments being played, plus the studio version, plus them. But you can mix things differently with live sound engineering than you can in a studio, or not necessarily that you can, it just you tend to. And so this is one example of that. And so yeah, I think it sounds cool. I like it a lot.
좀 무너지는 꿈 곁을 왔든지 계속해서 우리 깨치고 있대도 쓰러질 때도 곁을 왔든지 바보같이 우리 헛된 꿈이래도 이대로 저기로
Okay, real quick, let's talk about the band accompaniment. A lot of people have told me that they prefer this version over the studio version. Like they were saying that in the comment section. Um, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I definitely prefer the boys in this version because more emotion. But as far as the accompaniment, the composition, um, while I did like the guitar, and I do like the guitar in this song, I feel like adding an electric guitar on the third chorus of the studio version would have been amazing. Like the way that just rung out sounded fantastic. The drums are throwing me off some though, because the drums are really hard hitting, and as is the nature of a drum set at a concert. But like that's not what this song is, you know? I think that their the rap line songs performed live sound better with the harder hitting drums because that's kind of like that's the point, you know? But this song is very different, and I feel like whoever's like their musical director on their tours, I wish they would have had the drummer play a different drum set, or maybe play softer or something, like take some of the drum out of it, like remix it, something, like, because I feel like this song is not about the low end, and so that like throws off the vibe a little bit. But to each their own. Obviously, a lot of you guys love this. Most of you guys probably won't care, in which case, great. But for me, I just wish that I guess they kept some of the elements of this and then kept more of the vibe of the original composition, because it changes it some, just a scotch, but enough that it was noteworthy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that was great. It was going to be great. I don't want to like cheapen how great it was, but it's kind of like you can't have great performers and great music and then it come out trash, you know? Like it doesn't work like that. Is basically what I'm saying. So I didn't expect it not to be great, but it was great. As I said before, I think the changes in the composition, most of them I actually liked. I liked the additional keyboard. I liked the additional guitar. I just think that the low end of the drums was a little too much, albeit that that little cymbals on the way out, that sounded nice. That was nice. I like that. I'm curious why I didn't hear Army at all. I don't know if like everybody was like shut up so we can vibe. I don't know if people were busy crying. I don't know what was going on. But like usually I hear people in the background like screaming like ah, you know, that sounded awful. Oh my god. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. People going crazy. I didn't really hear that, which interesting. I don't know if that was like out of a respect thing. That would be really cool, but like fans don't usually do that. They don't usually be like, shh, let's hear. They're usually like singing along or going crazy. So I don't know if that was taken out in post or what. I don't know what was going on. I'm mentioning it because you guys might know. And so if you do know, let me know in the comment section down below. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about this live performance. I mean, I know you guys love it, but I mean specifically on the changes in their vocalizations as well as the changes in the composition. I just want to hear what you guys think. I actually do read the comments if you haven't noticed with all of my responding in the comments. So definitely make sure to leave a comment down below, like the video so people can actually be shown this video, because YouTube, you know, YouTube's weird like that. And I'll be seeing all of you guys here next time on the channel. Thank you for being here with me, and you guys have a great day.